Hey y'all, it's Amy with Nana's Corner. Welcome in, welcome in. If you are returning, thank you. Hope you stick around. We're just going to chit chat for a little bit while I work on the likeness of my Binksy. I got this kind of close in and I'm sure you can see all of my crookedness going on. So, will I fix it? Yes, I will. Apparently I'm going to need to stick into it. Gonna need to do a lot of fixing. I have straightened these multiple times, but it's been sitting for a minute, so I don't know why it does it. But you can straighten them and you let them sit for a minute and they're gonna ease right back to where you originally put them. I wish I could originally put them in the exact spot that they need to go in. Now, I hope this works. I've got a new contraption holding my phone. The thing is I can't bend it down, which I was surprised to find out. But then again, I'm not one of those people who reads all the details. Anyway, I can't bend it down any further, so my zooming in and out is going to be obviously with the phone. I'm also plugged into my new microphone because I can tell in my previous videos that my volume's in and out. The cat is mostly whatever this number is. What is this number? This number is 939. It looks like a very dark blue. Not under this light, it doesn't, but in general it does. And let's see what we can make happen. I certainly would like to get done with him before I go back to work on Monday. And besides, it's the beginning of November. It's the second day of November. We've got the animals of the forest animal theme that has started. And I am ready to get started on my owl. I really think he's going to be pretty. I mean, I could be wrong, but I have faith. You see how crooked I am? Oh my goodness. That's with a 5-placer. I've got a 7-placer hooked up. I've never tried a 7-placer and I just don't know if I can. I do not know. What are y'all up to this weekend? Anything exciting? Going anywhere? Working? Celebrating? I've got a lot I'm going to attempt to do this weekend at the house. Ugh, that's aggravating. Why is everything so stinking crooked? And when I mean everything, I mean my placement of them. Everything. Yeah. So, ooh, just about spilled them everywhere. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about the weather, but the weather is gorgeous this weekend. Absolutely gorgeous. Time to get outside, do some yard work, or in my case, porch work. Golly. Look, I'm just going to go with it and fix it later. I only picked up 4. I shall fix it later. So all this work that I've already done on this was done in 2 nights at work. It's the transporting that I have issues with. I've not tried. I've not gotten anything that will hold a diamond painting for transport. That will keep it from folding, wrinkling. I hope the heck I don't put my head under that camera. Me and my arms, I understand. It's aggravating. It aggravates me because I realize I'm doing it. So, of course, I mean, going to work with it, no work being done on it, was really no big deal. But bringing it home, yeah, I messed with it a little bit, for sure. I mean, it's not a lot better, but I'm just better with the 4-placer than I am the 5. I'm not trying the 7. If I try the 7 on camera, y'all, you see how bad it is now? So y'all put in the comments what y'all are up to. Let me live vicariously through you. I have a very dull life. I like my dull life, but it's dull. Don't get out much, or don't do much. Okay, this didn't want to cooperate. Y'all watching any good shows lately? Any good movies? I also don't go to the movies. I pretty much wait for them to make it to some form of TV or app. I'm not good at sitting still. It used to not bother me, but I had a wreck back in, which I don't even know if I've ever mentioned it, but I had a wreck back in 2018. So what, 6 years ago? But the residual issues from that wreck create discomfort. Sitting in one position, standing up for any period of time. I can be up and I can walk, but just to stand still, that's extremely uncomfortable. I have residual pain in my neck, in my lower back, and what I call what are we allowed to say on here? Can you say BUTT? Anyways, the derriere area, there are 2 joints. They're called the sacroiliac. Maybe I'll remember to put it in there. It's the SI joints. And you wouldn't think that you would have a joint right there in the middle of your rear, but you do. And mine get aggravated pretty easily. I had multiple fractures in my pelvis and in my tailbone, so, and you can't really fix those. They have to heal on their own. So however they healed is how they healed. Residual pain is kind of part of it. It's not constant pain. That's not the issue. It's just sitting and standing still for the most part. And all of that to explain why I don't think I could sit through a movie. I'd be wanting to get up and pace or put my legs up or something. Did y'all do anything? Parties, trick-or-treating for Halloween? I was at work. Really was not a bad night. That's the good thing about Halloween happening during the week. The weekend before was definitely busy. Lots of stuff going on. I know I've got stuff to say. I just don't. I'm just sitting here thinking, what on earth? We never got to the doctor with my daughter. I think I spoke. Yeah, I think I had it on video that I was going to take her the next day. By the time I got there to pick her up, the doctor's office had called and they had emergency surgery and had to reschedule. So at this point in time, she's scheduled all the way out to November. I mean, well, obviously this month, but the 19th. In hopes that there'll be a cancellation that she can fill. In hopes. She's got lots of questions. She needs some answers. I won't get to go this trip. That's one of my normal working days. Is everybody I don't know, y'all tell me, do y'all overindulge during the holidays, like for Halloween, lots of candy, Thanksgiving, Christmas, lots of desserts, lots of sugar, sweets. You know, people get in the baking mood during the holidays. I used to get in the baking mood. I used to love to make stuff. It's not that I don't like to, it's just that I don't want it, and I just don't want it. It makes me feel bad when I eat the bad stuff. And that's what I was getting to. Because I work in a place of business. And lots of people bring stuff in during the holidays, but we also had trick-or-treaters come by the office, so we had plenty of candy in there, and now plenty of candy left over. And coworkers bringing their leftover candy in, and to be honest, dispatches overflowing with sugar and chocolate. And I am not a person who, what's the word? I don't have a lot of willpower when it comes. I'm truly, truly addicted to sugar. I'm truly, truly addicted to carbs. If I have one, I'm going to have 50. It's not a matter of I don't know better. It's a matter of I just start eating and don't stop. It's almost a binge issue. I mean, don't picture me, shoveling food in my mouth and all that, but that's not how it happens. But I will continue. I'll eat a piece, and a few minutes later, I'll eat another piece, and it'll just keep on going. And I have done so because I worked Halloween night, and and I'm sure there still is, to be honest, a lot of candy in there. And I partook of the candy and literally have not wanted to move all day. I just don't feel good. And I'm not talking about stomach. I mean, no energy, headache, joint aches, muscle aches. That stuff just makes me feel horrid. And yet, I will still partake. I will say, I did not do as bad as I normally do because I had already had some and started feeling bad. The feeling bad cures me after the fact. It just doesn't cure me before the fact. But I have felt so drugged today. I got over 7 hours of sleep. Well, perfect that I did. Took my sweet time getting up. Haven't done a lot. I've relaxed. I can't get my energy levels in my, I don't know what to call it. The blahs, the bleh, whatever it is, I can't get it to go away. I really would like it to go away. Wow, I feel like I just started and we're at 18 minutes. I cannot get this to stick. I can't get it to stick. That's brand new wax too. Now it has fuzz in it. So do any of y'all ever experience it? I mean, am I the only person in this world that feels bad after partaking of the, I hope I don't stick my hair up in this camera, partaking in the high sugar, high carb foods? I mean, I didn't if I had the problem, if I felt bad in the past, I guess I'm just, for the most part, unaware of it. I mean, I'm like everybody else. I'm young. I can, not bothering me now. It didn't kill me yet. That kind of thing. I'm sure I said the wrong word there. It hasn't made me super sick. That's what the younger people say. And then you get older and you get borderline diabetic, you get overweight and can't lose it, you end up with autoimmune issues. When most autoimmune issues, and I will be very honest with you, via my research and people I have come across who have done research, most autoimmune issues start in the gut, gut related. That's what you eat. Well, that's not to say that I will never, and I don't still eat all the things that affect me. Obviously, I do, or I wouldn't be feeling so bad now, and I wouldn't have eaten the chocolate that I ate. Obviously, I still partake. And there's some foods that I am just not willing to give up. And born and raised in the South, there's just some things you just don't want to give up. I don't think I'll ever give up watermelon. Tomatoes anyhow. I like tomatoes just about anyway. Potatoes, I like potatoes just about anyway. I mean, obviously I don't eat them like I used to, but I still eat them. Onions don't bother me, which I find interesting. I don't have any reaction to onions. They do not make me feel bad. They don't seem to make anything hurt. I mean, I never regret eating onions. Who knew? Well, fruit in general doesn't bother me. I just stay away from the super, super sweet ones. This time of year, I'm a sucker for apples. Love apples. I'm not the pumpkin lover like everybody else is at this time of year. I'm the apple lover. I love just to eat an apple. I love apple pie. I love dehydrated apples. I dehydrate apples. I like them just cooked down. I mean, this pretty much has just been me running at the mouth, hasn't it? I don't really have any major updates. I guess y'all, if any of y'all want to let me know if I'm too loud or how I sound with the mic on, that would be cool. I mean, I can hear the playback, but that's me hearing me. I'm not a fan of my own voice. Not a fan of it. I'm very monotoned. Even when I try not to be, I'm still very monotoned. But I'll get down in here and get this done pretty quickly. I do better leaning over the actual work versus, which yes, it does hurt. Hurts the neck and hurts the back. But I do better that way. I can move faster. And when I get him done, I will put an update out there somewhere. And I do appreciate anybody that came by, anybody that returned. If you're new, come again. I appreciate you staying to the end. If you stayed to the end, please comment. Please say hi, like, subscribe. Y'all be well and be safe. Thanks, guys. Bye.